What is up, guys? I am back today with another video. This time we will be looking at one of my games from the weekend from the Cardmarket Regionals. First, I thought I'd just do a quick overview of the deck and my record throughout the day. So this is the deck that I run. Obviously, everybody who knows me knows that Android 16 was what I was taking. This was the final build. I'm not going to go too depth into the build. I'm going to do a deck profile in the future on that. But some real quick notes on this deck that I've learned from playing on Saturday. The 17 and 18, it never came down, never made it to 8 energy. I'm always been in my energy with bad omens, so we never really got to the point. Even in the blue matchups where I expected it to be useful, never got to 8 energy. Don't need it. So you see I've got a 1 of Android 21 Villainous. It's more of a sideboardable option for matchups such as King Piccolo. As this event was best of 1, I thought, I better squeeze it, at least one of them into the main deck. And I did use it, and I think I used it actually in the game that we're going to review. Obviously, a lot of people question my Unison choice. I stand by it. It won me so many games on Saturday. A lot of people were caught off guard by it. The fact that it can just become a 25k double striker to end the game, and the main reason I loved it is that it can't be heroin like Sid or whatever the heroin SCR is. So that won me a lot of games as well. And one quick thing I should mention is I am actually now trying out a more hand destruction focused build. I've switched to a lot more green, including mono green in the build, which is sacrilegious as far as I'm concerned. But so far in testing, I am enjoying it. So I'm definitely going to keep running with that and see where it goes. And obviously keep your eyes out for that deck profile later on. So yeah, let's take a quick look at my record from the day. So as we can see, I ended on 5 wins and 3 losses. Came 40th out of around 180 people. I don't know the exact numbers. I was quite happy with that. I definitely think I could have done better. I'll go over, not in too much detail, but I'll go over the losses especially. So yeah, King Vegeta was a win. Red Broly was a win. That was a pretty clutch game. Soul Striker RU, Red Blue, is the game we're going to be reviewing. The Sin Shenron lost. That was unfortunate. I managed to survive through 2 of the 1-drop triple striker. That was quite an unfortunate loss actually, because it was a simple mistake. I forgot to remember that I had a bean on my leader, which actually came down to the loss. But by the time I remembered, I'd already scooped. So that is quite a tilting loss, but we lost nonetheless. Was hoping to pull it back in the next couple of games, going against a Margin Vegeta. Clunky 1 plus 10k combos. Definitely got us a loss there. Mecha Frieza, that is a very difficult matchup. But yeah, hoping to pull it back from the last couple of games. Dark Broly is a pretty free matchup, and then Sin Shenron on the last game of the day to round out. So I was pretty happy with this record. I definitely feel that at least the Sin Shenron game I could have won. But yeah, we're looking to improve for next time, and we know why we lost the other games, so we know how to work on that for the future. So yeah, I believe I won the dice roll, so I think, yep, I'm the one going first. So I just charge a Android 16 energy exhaust negated, the optimal turn 1 play really. Speedy substitution, grab whatever you might need. I grab an energy amplification, a perfect turn 2 play, and then I believe I just pass over. Oh, of course, and yeah, I switch up the Android 16 energy and play in, I think, a bad omen. No, a beautiful scientist. So we pass, he charges red blue, swings at leader, I believe he just goes for the draw. I think that's all she wrote. Yep, we take the damage, and I believe he passes back. Yep, passes back. So now we've got our 16th charge without energy exhaust again, which leads to a perfect turn 2 energy amplification play, I believe. Normally, if you're worried about dying early, you can play the Unison if you've got it, but yeah. So we go for the leader swing and pitch and draw 2, just to see if there's anything else we want to draw into. He takes damage. We tap 2. We're not too worried about ramping and tapping out against a Soul Striker, so we just ramp 1 energy. And then we pass turn. Charges the Dimension Magic instead. Goes for the swing on the leader. I know at some point I think he just does a fairly simple play where he'll combo off say an Instinct, so that must be further down the line. We take the damage. Like I say, I don't mind taking damage early. I'm getting my energy ramp up. I'm getting more cards in my hand. Obviously I need to make up for that backside of my leader where we don't draw. So at the minute we have 2 multis and 2 monos. So there's quite a lot of energy that ends up going on in this match. So I end up separating them later on to make it more clear what's going on. Or at least I try. So I tap 1, go for another speedy substitution. I believe I'm at 5 life here, so I can awaken if I want to. Sorry, not 5 life. We have more than 5 energy between us. So we had a bad omen. Always good to grab a bad omen. You can either put it in your energy, or if you really need to, you can ditch off the leader swing. Also, if you end up getting your 21s in hand early, that's a really good use of the super combos, is to put them to the bottom and then draw into them, draw 2, and then you can pull them out with your 7 drops later on. So, swing it leader, pitch 21, draw 2. We're mid combat at this point, I believe. So I've awoken mid combat, go for the free combo. Tap 4, we just go straight for it. He's not got much on the board, not much to deal with. We pull out the 16, sorry, who goes and pulls out the 21. Which 21 do we go for? I believe at this point we go for the Scientist, I think. Yep, we go for the Scientist because we know it's a blue matchup. There's no point to start ditching my own energy when he's only on, he's only taking like 1 or 2 damage. The Bad Omen plays are really to end the game. So, just explaining what's going on here to him. We pull out the 21. Well, we're just showing him that we add it to his hand and then we play it again. So we had the 21. The 21 goes and ramps us off the top 7. We get our choice. I think I go for another 7 drop here. You always want to get your 7 drops and 6 drops in energy as soon as you can. Yep. So this is what I mean. The energy starts to look a little crowded. At one point, I actually think I've missed an energy, but it's just stacked incorrectly. So then the leader goes ahead and replaces the energy that the 16 was played from. So now we should be on. I think I'm on. I think it looks like I'm on 4 energy there, but I think I'm actually on 5. I don't know. I'll have to see when that happens. I'll point out when that happens. So we swing with the 7 cost with double strike. Makes him drop 1. He goes for the topper. That's fine by me. If he's dropping resources, I have no problem with that. So he drops 1 for the topper, and then I believe I have to clarify he has to drop 1 for the 16 swing. Yeah, look, see, I see my energy's a bit messed up, so we just stretch it out, make it a bit more clear. There it is. Yeah, there was a hidden bean. So yeah, we're on 5 energy, and that's right. We didn't miss anything. So yeah, just explaining to him that he needs to drop 1 from the 16 swing because he's only dropped 1 from topper, and there we go. He drops a Janemba. And then I think because of the topper, there's not much else I can do. Pass. So at the minute we're looking at 3 mono energy and 2 multi energy. It's very important to keep track of this because if you are not careful and your leader ramps enough mono blue, you actually won't have enough to get out the 7 drop at least because he requires 2 green, 2 blue. So he just goes tap 3, Raditz blocker. He freezes up a little bit here. I didn't know, it's just happened on stream. Plus is 0 to draw a card, awakens, draws 2. So he's just reading it to me to remind me what it does. Very good unison, absolutely would consider that in Android 16, no doubt. So he goes with the leader swing. At one point, he actually starts swinging. Yeah, I think he starts swinging at my 7 drop. So we just go for the block. The reason we block is because we know that he's got coolers, because it's red-blue. And as soon as a cooler comes down, he just gets rid of the blocker. So we just get the blocker's efficiency as soon as we can. So yep, no combos and the blocker dies. And that gives us more combo fodder from the drop. So then he goes topper at the 7 drop, I believe. And the more resources he wants to put into getting rid of this 7 drop, absolutely fine by me. I believe he wants to arrival as well. No, I think this is where he just goes for the monkey play. So he taps 2, puts it up to 25 to get rid of it. Okay, that's fine. You're basically gonna. There we go. Yep. Okay, so he does do some arrival plays this turn. Sorry. And then he goes for the Majin Buu and Hercule. I don't believe he ever actually bounces anything with the Hercule Buu, but I'm not too familiar. So yeah, at this point he's comboed up to 35, and he's negged my 7 drop by 10 using the Buu. So I mean, it's 15 to 35. I don't think that's worth comboing up on. We just let him go. He's getting the resources out of the Soul Striker player, and that's really what we need. Oh yeah, he swings at my leader with the Hercule Buu. I say no combos, that's fine. I don't mind going down to 4 life. We can stay at 4 life for as long as we want. The caster's made a note of that as well, knowing that I was at 4 life for a majority of the game. And I know this is his last swing he's got because he's swinging with the Raditz and he's only got 1 untapped. So I just use the leader free combo to get out of that attack. There we go. We separate the energy a bit. 3 mono, 2 multi, untap everything, draw for turn, and then I believe we charge a 6 drop. Yeah, there we go. We charge a 6 drop. Great card, absolutely fantastic card. Definitely one of the MVPs, obviously, of the tournament. So against blue, I know that obviously God Sealing is absolutely a problem because if I tried to arrival an android from my energy, and they God Sealing it, it never hits the board, so my leader never triggers and never replaces the energy, so it effectively downs me an energy, which is horrible. So we absolutely need to make that, getting rid of that Unison a priority. You'll see that throughout the game as well, because I believe he plays another Unison later that causes the same sort of problems. So I believe I tap 2 here for my Unison, the Super 13. Probably should have done that first just to get the leader boost, so I didn't have to actually combo anything off. But that's fine. We make misplays, we live, we learn. So we +2, get up to 4 markers, explain what it does, say that it gives leader 5k, it's irrelevant. Swing that at his Unison. I'm expecting a negate of some sort, but he doesn't seem to have one. So we combo that up to put it to 19 to his 19. Obviously, the 14k of the Super 13 can sometimes be an issue, but when they've got a 19k Unison of their own, it's not a problem at all. So now that the Unison's on 1 marker, we know God Sealing's offline, so we actually swing with the Energy Amplification, because we can use the free combo, start a rivaling, and effectively start to clear the Unison itself with just another 5k combo. So let's see what we do. Yep, we go lead combo. It gets a bit annoying trying to pull them out of the drop. Should probably keep one to the side, but that's fine. So that goes to 15, and I think I just shove another 5k on there. Oh, we go straight for the arrival. Pull out the 7 drop. I do that a lot. I tend to call them 4 and 2 drop, obviously because that's the arrival cost. There we go. They fixed the angle. Perfect. So mid combat, I think this this swing with the energy amplification might actually just be at the leader. So we don't actually have any more beautiful scientists, which is what I was going to do because I was looking to play that 17 and 18 drop. But instead we pull out the 1-off Villainous. We think, okay, he's not got a bad board. I believe I've also got a bad Omen in hand, so I'm trying to decide which one I'd want to go for. But we do end up going with the Villainous, because that clears both the Topper and the Hercule Boo, which is just a nice reset. And there we go. We go with the Villainous, we pitch an energy, and then he clears the 4 drops to the bottom of his deck. Very nice. The fact that the Villainous is also a 20k means it's also a sizable threat for things like Unisons. And I believe that's... yeah, there we go. See, the energy amplification was hitting his leader. Energy gets replaced by my leader. Pulls in a mono, which is nice. And then we decide to go with the 20k Villainous towards the 19k Unison. So that works out pretty well for us. I don't believe he has any negates because he just lets it go. And then we go with the leader swing to his leader. He has to pitch at least 1. So yeah, we're swinging with the 25. He goes with the Beerus. This was a little greedy off me, I guess. Obviously, he can arrival at any point. So he untaps 1 multi and then goes for the neg. I believe I don't think it matters what he negs here. I think he actually leaves the energy amplification alive. So yeah, he negs the big guy who's swinging, which makes sense. That was it, yeah. And he goes with the Hercule Boo as well. So he takes my 7 drop down to 5k basically. Quite lucky he doesn't have anything else. Yeah, there we go. He wants to get rid of the energy amplification. So we scooch everything up. And then I mill 1 from cooler. And then I just pass turn to him, move everything up. So we've got our Unison on 4 markers. I don't believe he targets it at any point. It's not great for him if I've got God Sealing active, although if his arrival plays are fairly cheap, so he can just tap and do them again. So I believe this one actually does go towards the Unison. I'm trying to remember the game as we were going. It's currently Tuesday, so it was a time ago before when I played this game. Yeah, there we go. We just take the double strike to the Unison. That's fine. If he's investing double strikes into that when I'm on 4 life, I have no problem with that. So he swings again. I think should be at the Unison, right? It should be at the Unison. I can't use my leader ability to combo it out. I think I'm deciding whether I want to negate. No, he swung the Hercule Boo at the leader, so I took that one. He taps 2 for the Ape. Yep, that's a standard play. Tap 2 for the Saiyan Instinct. Swing the leader, untap 2. It's pretty good. Absolutely solid play. Swings with the leader. Believe this is going towards my leader. So I'm on 3 life. It's looking a little sticky. The main thing I'm paying attention to in this deck as well is I know that a lot of blue decks like Soul Striker and SS3, once they get to 6 energy, they can just drop Fu Shrouded. Obviously, Fu Shrouded is massive counter to most decks. Let's be honest. So we just combo out the leader swing there. Oh, that was it. He goes for the his second Unison play. He goes for the baby Unison play, which normally is quite a big threat. You know, it's 5 markers on the turn it's played, and he gets a free draw out of it. So that is quite a big threat. I know that I absolutely have to get rid of that. So he swings with the Baby Unison at my leader. I don't believe I negate this, because again, he's got 1 energy stud. He could combo a rival or cooler. If he does, there's nothing wrong with that. So I think I actually just use my leader free ability here. Combo from the drop. Yep. We're not too worried. I think, okay, we'll just get rid of that. And then he passes to me, I believe. Yeah, passes to me. So he's got a 5 marker, 15k Unison, Cooler, and a Hercule Boo on board. He's still on 5 life, which at this point I'm on 3 life. It's quite scary. I know at some point I do see my my SCR, so we don't really have to. I think we're feeling pretty confident, even though we're on 3 life. So first thing we do is +5 my leader, +2 the markers onto the Unison. So we're on a 20k base leader, which is always nice. I think my main target here is going to be the Baby Unison, just because, obviously, like we say, God Sealing, massive counter to this deck. So first thing we want to do is, in case of Baby Hatch, we swing with the 7-drop, because it's a double strike, and it can make him pitch 1. I don't think he's got too many cards in his hand. He's got a sizable hand, but, you know, it's not much bigger than mine is my main concern. So no negates, and the Unison takes a double strike, which is fantastic. So I think, okay, well, we're just going all in at this double strike, this Unison here. Swing the 21 at the Unison, goes down to 2. Swing leader at the Unison. The main thing you want to do is you want to make sure that Unison is on 1 marker before you even try to arrival anything, which I think is what I do here. We swing the Unison, which is a 14k at the 15k Unison, but because we have our leader's free combo, we can arrival from drop, and job's a good one. So at the minute, our options, at least in energy, are the 7-drop and the 6-drop. I don't remember which one I go for here, but knowing me, it'll probably just be the 7-drop. I tend to say fuck it a lot of the time, just get the 7-drop out, just because it's so much pressure. So yep, leader free combo from drop, puts it to 24, the Unison dies. Thinking, you know, am I going to die next turn? Do I need defense? I do go defensive. I pull out the 6-drop, blocker dual attack revenge, which makes him drop 1. And then the leader replaces the energy. I ask if he's got any responses just to make sure. And then leader replaces the energy. And then, yeah, 24 takes out his Unison. Brilliant. He taps 3 for a Unison, and then I just take it out. Perfect. I could not ask for a better setup there. Sorry. I believe I start to just try clear his board, just because the Cooler is quite oppressive. So we swing at Cooler, I think, here. He goes for the Bean. The problem is attacking into his cards. Obviously, if he's going to Bean an arrival, that's an absolute counter to my attacks, which is a bit of a pain, but nonetheless, we go for it again. So the Cooler's got the Bean on. There we go. And then we swing the 20k again into his Cooler, I believe. We do just want to get rid of the Cooler, and I think I do get pretty heavily punished for it here. I think I might go for a super. Yep, I go for a super combo. I believe I bottom deck a 21. Like I say, the 7-drops can just pull them out, so no problem there. So we go 30k at his 25k Cooler. And I do think I get punished here with an arrival. Yep, so he taps 1 for a multicolored combo to take him to 35, and then he goes for the arrival of another Cooler. I am a bit worried at this point, but like I say, I've got Baby Hatch in my hand if things seem to get quite sour. So we're just clarifying what he's minusing, and then we burst 1 from the Cooler. And then I believe I just pass turn to him. So again, I'm constantly watching his energy. I see he's on 5 energy now, and he charges a turn in the tide. So it does make me think he's going to look to end the game fairly soon if he's not going to make it to the turn after next to play said turn in the tides. So yes, yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah, he taps 4 and goes for the Merchant, which I think, okay, this is a very oppressive board right now. He's got double strikers all over, and I believe Merchant, he does the Merchant effect. He pulls out the 18 blocker. We do shuffle our deck afterwards because that is what you do when you reveal the top of your cards. Any good player knows this by now. I remember the discussion around the Abuni reveal. So yeah, taps 4 for the Merchant, gets a dual attack, swings at my leader. Can't remember why he keeps tapping Merchant. I think I asked if Merchant had barrier. So for the leader thing, we say no negates. We're really not wanting to burn this hatch yet. So we go with the Dimension Magic instead. After comboing out of the leader swing with just a 5k speedy substitution. So I decide to leader free combo on the Merchant swing. I believe I go for an arrival on the 7-drop just to get rid of one of the Coolers. So this is what I mean. I had the 17 and 18 drop in my hand from the start of the game thinking, okay, I'm against blue. This is going to be how I win. And I'm on what am I now, 6 or 7 energy? And we were almost there, but when we start playing Bad Omens, and even the villainous one, we start to ditch our own energy as well. So it makes that goal further and further away. We can't just idly get through the game and get to 7 energy or 8 energy for the siblings. So I'll probably take that out in future builds. So just to clarify there, we rivaled. We pulled out a Bad Omen. Bad Omen binned in energy. Leader replaced the 16 in my energy, and then I binned off a cooler and crit a life, which we clarify that he hasn't done yet, and we bin a cooler. And I do have to go, I think, 5k more. Why do I have to go 5k more from the Merchant? I don't know, I can't remember. But I had to combo an extra one, basically. An extra 5k. So then he just passes turn to me. So now, see, we're back on 5 energy, and we have 2 multi, and 3 mono. The board is getting very messy. I'm getting very, very agitated by the state of the board. And we draw it into a 6-drop, I think. Charge that. As always, we start with the leader swing. We're expecting a Hatchiyak. Always expecting a Hatchiyak versus blue. So first thing we do is we plus 2 to the leader, to the unison. We change our mind. We decided not to do that yet. I remember why I decided not to do that. It's because I have one in hand. So, yep, he gets the topple off. Quite frustrating, but I mean, he's going to drop 2 here. I can't argue with him dropping 2. That's fine by me. His hand's whittling down. I've got a very decent sized board. It's going to take him a lot to get rid of it. So because he toppered, we decide to buff it up, keep it safe in the numbers for the God Ceiling and the 18 counterplay threat. So he is on 6 energy. I see that he's charged the counter. So I am very much expecting a Fu Shrouded in Mystery here. So I believe on the first swing he goes for, I just go Baby Hatch. Yes, he was counting his drop area as well, and I was like, that's absolutely a Fu Shrouded in Mystery coming my way. So he does 2 for the Saiyan Instincts to draw 2. And then obviously his leader swing, he untaps 2, where he can tap 6 to play Fu Shrouded. And I thought, nope, not a chance. Big board, massive threats. I'm on 3 life. You can untap them all you want. I did ask him after the game if he had it. At that point, no, but it is in his deck. So we just go for the Baby Hatch and drop it off. He taps 3 for another Baby Unison. At this point, we're not too worried about it. We are very comfortable in going for game with the board that we've got. I don't believe he's got much removal for it either. He goes for the Merge Gym just to reveal what it is. It's again an 18. Deck's getting very, very thin at this point. We know we have to end the game soon, but with this board, there's no way, unless he's got the Baby Hatch himself. So obviously, he's got the 5 marker Unison again. We have to be very careful. God Ceilings. We charge a Bad Omen, which was definitely not something I normally do, but I figured if I can at least get him down to 1 life and we've got energy up, then we can just make sure that his Unison's clear first, and then Bad Omen for the game, which does win me a lot of games. So first thing, as always want to do this first. We swing with a double striker that makes him drop 1. You can see his hands, compared to earlier, you can see his hand size obviously whittling down. While he does have a good board, doesn't matter if your board's going to get hatched out, does it? So he drops 1 for the 25k double strike swing, and I believe he takes it. That makes me think, okay, he's feeling fairly confident that he can survive. So he's maybe trying to bait me into a heroin legacy, because obviously not everybody has hatch, and the heroin SCR is a very good budget SCR to use, and it can be splashed in any deck. So there we go. Swing with the 25k. It's going to be for game. We decided not to combo on it because we play around the heroin SCR. I think he actually did just negate there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he negates with the Dimension Magic, and then pitches 1 for the 7-drop swing. He pitches a super combo, which makes me think, okay, his hand must be pretty good, right? He must win next turn. So the secret weapon comes in. We swing with the Unison. The Unison can't be heroined. The Unison has the -4 to get +11 double strike for the turn, which is absolutely what should win us the game here. I think, again, like I said, the Unison's catching people off guard. He doesn't realise. So just deciding what to combo. I believe we go for the whole shebang here. There's nothing that he can do to save him. I think I actually don't combo everything just in case. Just tap 1, combo a Bad Omen on. And then obviously we've still got the leader free combo as well. We bean to untap that 1. We just go all in. Absolutely just go all in. Like I believe after the game he did clarify that he forgot that the Unison had double strike on the -4. So that is absolutely why this Unison is one of my favourites in the deck. Tap 1, combo that Siblings Revived, which has been in my hand since like near the start of the game. Tap another 1. I think we tap another 1 to combo the 5k off. Trying to work out how much we've got. I don't know why I'm not a rival in here, to be quite honest. I can make him drop 1. But at this point, we're so far into the game. So very quickly again, we went 5-3 in the end. 40th out of 180, we just made top 25%. I'll take that for a fairly rogue deck, which I absolutely love. We know why our losses were losses. We saw the moments where we either overextended or may have misplayed or forgotten that you had a Senzu being on your leader. So we can definitely fix those for next time. I feel like in this event, I absolutely could have gone 6-2, maybe even 7-1. Whether that puts me into the top 16 or not, but that is for the next regionals. Absolutely in May, we are going to try crack that top 16. I believe we could do it, and I hope you do too. If you all love Android 16, be sure to give the YouTube a subscribe and give the Twitch a follow, because we are absolutely loving the Android 16 deck. And we stream Dragonball on Untap and hopefully webcam games in the future. And yeah, thank you very much for watching if you've made it this far, and I will see you next time.